Welcome back, chat viewers. So today we're doing a live. We're gonna do like a little bit of a live trading scene today. Go through my thought process of me trading. I figured I just kind of want to make like a bit of like a series to it. Show you guys how I trade, what I'm thinking about when I trade, what I look for, stuff like that. So we are already about 25 minutes into it. I think I'm going to take this trade and we'll definitely go over it. If this inverse doesn't, or if this inverse does get, or that does get inversed, I'm going short, and I'd love to explain myself why. But first, I'm gonna have to figure out my entry model here. Not entry model. How many contracts I'm gonna be going in with? So there's a. So this is how I calculate. It's kind of weird. This is how I calculate how much money I'm going to be putting on the table. So usually I'll do minis here. I'll set the limit probably just about where I'm going to go in, and then I just like set my stop loss like roughly where I want it to be, and it just like auto populates. It's pretty kick ass actually. I really like it. And then I just set the 1-to-1 marker. It's probably about where I'd want to be. Something like that is ideal. So 4 contracts, got it. And then I just hit market order and then pretty much just go from there. Let's go. Actually, let's wait. Let's wait a little bit here. See if I can get this inverse or not, because I think I like this. So I just recorded the rest of the video and it was completely shot. I forgot I didn't have this on. So I'm actually going to bring you guys through my step-by-step process on how I like to look for trades. We can just go on a one chart here. So when I'm coming into the day, and I'll bring you guys through the trade that I was going to take, but I never actually ended up taking. I'm looking on the 4-hour. I'm marking out my draws. I'm saying, okay, look, it's clearly bullish. I have no reason to suspect it's going to go down. It's just closing through all of these bearish gaps. I mean, just completely. So I say, okay, cool. I hop on the 4-hour. I get an idea. I hop down to the 1-hour. Now the 1-hour is kind of where I'm going to start to get like some of my daily bias from. Well, I guess my daily draws from. So really just the ones that stand out the most. This one would stand out if we didn't print this by the time like we were on this candle. So this one for sure, and definitely that one for sure too, because we're bullish. But the thing is, we're so bullish, and we must have extended, however many points up without a single red candle. We are almost 1,000 points up with no deep retrace. That scares me. Now that's pretty rare, but that does scare me, and I don't like that. So something like this, I would be interested in seeing like playing the short to catch like a retrace. Now that can be kind of risky because it's technically against trend, and I really hate to trade against trend. It's just it usually doesn't work. I don't know, just for my trading style, I guess. I don't know. I just try to be, I mean, it does work. I just have a much better success rate when I'm trading with the trend, probably just like with anybody else. So I look at that, then I hop down to the 15-minute. I'm looking for any gaps that I can identify. This may be, if it's this close to a draw though, I'm not interested in taking anything other than at the draw. So I see, yep, okay, I love that draw. This draw is interesting. It happened very recently. And I don't love like huge long wicks like that. I really particularly don't. But this one's good, especially with, it seems like we have a lot of LR here. Low resistance liquidity. So I really like that. From there, I'm dropping on the 5-minute, and honestly, I'm just waiting for one of my draws to get hit or a really good entry to my draw. So I'll bring you guys through market open here. This was market open right here. Oh, great. Hello? What's going on? Okay. I can't select that for some fucking reason. Okay. Try not to crash out over that. Here's market open right there. So I marked out my draws with just a couple lines, and I wanted to see, where we're starting to trend towards. I thought, okay, so we're starting to go up. I thought maybe I'd catch a 5-minute continuation out of this right here. I thought that could be interesting. It's pretty premium, like I was saying. Like, we're trending up, yes. We haven't gotten a pullback, though. I could see that failing, especially because if you go down to the 1 minute, look at the structure or lack thereof. Really not much. It's just up. We would have got 2 red candles and it would have kept going up. I don't particularly love that. Not that early into the morning. I'd like a bigger retrace than that. We never ended up getting an entry in the first place. We saw this 5-minute closure through, so I thought, okay, maybe we're bearish. Maybe we are gonna go hit that rebalance play. I like that much better, anyways. We never ended up getting anything like that either, because I would have loved to take instead this 5-minute entry instead. So I would have loved to see price revisit this range right here, which it did, and take a continuation model out of it. So I see it almost hits it, doesn't quite, it comes back up, and then it does. It goes into my area, and I really wanted to see this 1 minute get inverse because it was the highest time frame inverse available at the time anyways. There's this 2 minute right here, but at that point, this would have already been closed through. I think it would have been, I don't know. Anyways, I just wanted that 1 minute. The 2 minute would have been good too if it did, but it didn't. And we just started trending upwards more. So as you can see, it's been a super rangy day. It's not taking really out any big draws. Just inversing, then inversing again with no real structure or idea of kind of where we're going. I love to pair this with an idea of kind of what ES is looking like. And it was the same thing too. I mean, just like straight barcode. And when something looks like this, I'm taking a step off the charts. I'm not taking a look at that. I don't care about that. I don't care about any of that shit. I need to step away from the charts. I'm not gonna trade that because you're gonna get burned like 1,000%, because I've identified, I guess, or realized that there are times that the market will trade in like ICT concepts or your strategy concepts, and there are times that it just will not. And I guess it's my job to identify when the market is trading within like those parameters of what I think is like the market's going to react like and all this and that. So it just was not at all today. So I was very uninterested in taking anything. Today's Wednesday and I haven't taken anything all week. Kind of bored. I'm like, damn, like I was hoping to get something this week. You know what I mean? We got 2 more days. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure if we're going to have any news. Let's take a look. For my news, I love to go on financial juice. I don't think so. We have job claims tomorrow at 7:30. Not a big deal. Anyways, guys, that is it. I'll be sure to post more of these trade recaps. They're not, I mean, they're kind of interesting, I guess. Let me know if you guys like them or not, but yeah. All right. I'll see you guys later.